I help run the Blue Jays Fans UK group, which is a whole load of fans here in the UK. We had an absolute blast last night. You're never quite sure when you put on these sort of events how many people might turn up, or if nobody turns up. And of course, here in London, it was at 1 o'clock in the morning for first pitch, so it was a late start for us, running through to just gone 4 a.m. So real middle of the night watching. But I have to say, everybody who rocked up, they played their part. We had such a blast. It was so much fun. I actually had one call from a friend of mine. So at some point after maybe Addison Barger's grand slam, somewhere around about that point in the game, I literally couldn't hear her. It was just so raucous and loud in there. So everybody was high-fiving and celebrating and, standing on chairs and just enjoying watching the game together. So one question that I get asked most often is, how did I end up doing what I do? And my story goes back to 1994 when I was in my early 20s, and I had some friends who were living in Hamilton in Ontario, and they invited me out for a vacation back in 94. And as part of that vacation, they knew I liked sport, and so they said, look, would you love to go and see the Jays play? And I said, yeah, never seen baseball before. And so we went in the August of 94 to see them play. And I just fell in love with the sport. I love the whole sense of the atmosphere. I love the game itself and understanding the strategy. But I think what I fell in love with was just the passion of the fans for the game. It started really with a Facebook group. There was about 13 or 14 of us in this Facebook group. They'd all gone to see games, and we used to chat a little bit, and then had a little bit more thought in terms of, well, there's something here that perhaps we could connect a few more people. So I then started up what was then the Twitter account, now X, and then Instagram. We've got a YouTube channel where I've done podcasts and so on. It's about supporting the fandom here on this side of the pond, and just connecting fans together so they can find a common space to talk about games and to do things like we did last night in terms of the meetup for Game 1 of the World Series, which was just a thrill to be able to do. The message I'd want to say to the Blue Jays players is, firstly, thank you for the joy that you give your fans. And even though probably many of them don't even realise that there's a group across the Atlantic that follow them passionately, but we absolutely are with them, and our hearts are with them, and we want them to do well.